Today I'm going to ask and answer a question, bring you a surprise segment, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. On this episode, I'm showing some love to the South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball team and the Kansas Jayhawks men's basketball team. Last week, they won their respective NCAA basketball championships. And because I'm a gentleman, I'm going to start with the ladies first. I'm going to show some love to the South Carolina Gamecocks who won the women's basketball championship. And I want to congratulate the head coach, Dawn Staley, the players, the coaches, the students, the faculty, the staff, the alumni, and anyone who's a fan of the University of South Carolina. Back to back, that's all I have to say. And they did so by defeating the Yukon Huskies 64-49. And this is a South Carolina Comic Hero tee. And if you would like your very own South Carolina Comic Hero tee, you can find them on my website, IamTheComicHero.com, for $20. All right, now usually I would give away a free t-shirt, but because this is one of two episodes I'm doing this week, I'm going to wait and give away a free t-shirt on the next episode, which is episode 397. But I will remind you of what the free tee question of the week is. So pay attention. This is a Deadpool question. I'm only going to get one hint. Which farm animal is Deadpool afraid of? Now here's the one hint. The definition of this farm animal is a fully grown female animal of a domesticated breed of ox kept to produce milk or beef. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on episode 397. So, I gotta ask, any questions?
Questions are often rounding. Questions that didn't driving. Questions that will surviving. Questions.
I only have one question, and it's from Manuel Rock from Natchitoches, Louisiana. He asked, have you seen the Amazon series, The Tick? Well, Manuel, I actually have not seen it. I have seen the animated series that came out when we were growing up, and then I have seen one episode of the live action series that was on Fox back in the early 2000s, but I've never seen this. I mean, I'm open to it, and I may just give it a shot. The Tick, now, I have a little surprise for y'all in a minute, but thank you, Manuel, for your question, and if any of y'all have any questions y'all want to ask, please go ahead and do so. Now, here are my rules. They cannot be personal questions, and then they cannot be fight requests. If they're fight requests, then that's going to be for the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown segment and not for the Any Questions segment. All right, now here's the surprise. Now, because Manuel just asked that question, and because a lot of folks are unfamiliar with the Tick, I'm going to bring in a Comicology 101 segment of the Tick. So, ladies and gentlemen, class is now in session. Welcome to Comicology 101. Today, I'll be talking about The Tick. The Tick is a fictional superhero created by cartoonist Ben Edlund in 1986 as a newsletter mascot for the New England Comics chain of Boston area comic book stores. The character is a parody of American comic book superheroes. After its creation, the character spun off into an independent comic book series in 1988 and gained mainstream popularity through an animated TV series on Fox in 1994, 2 live-action TV series, a video game, and various merchandise have all been based on the character. IGN's list of the top 100 comic book heroes of all time ranked the Tick as number 57. The Tick possesses superhuman strength and mass, which makes him capable of inflicting great damage on his surroundings if he's not careful. His full strength is never actually quantified, although he is capable of lifting whole cars with a single hand and comfortably bending steel girders. The Tick is also nigh invulnerable, which makes it almost impossible to injure him in any serious way, although he is vulnerable to feelings of pain and his antennae are particularly sensitive. Because of this, he can survive moments of extreme stress and has demonstrated this ability on numerous occasions. Several powerful supervillains have been able to knock the Tick unconscious in several fights, but he never comes to any lasting harm. He also does not possess a superpowered immune system, as he has been sick with the common cold just like a normal person. One of the Tick's few limitations is that harming or removing his antenna will destroy his sense of balance. Finally, the Tick possesses something referred to as drama power, or basically a tendency for the Tick's powers to increase as the situation becomes more dramatic. He can also survive in space without a suit, and underwater without oxygen for at least a long time. That's it for today. Class dismissed. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that Comicology 101 segment. And if y'all can think of any superhero that a lot of folks don't know about that need to be informed of, please let me know. I will definitely do this. I really enjoy doing this segment. I mean, I remember the first one I did. I actually did one on Guardians of the Galaxy back in 2014. Wow, it's a long time. But yeah, if y'all can come up with anyone, please let me know. Alright, now it's time for Comically Speaking. So without further ado, let's talk comics! Before I go on with the Comically Speaking segment, now show some love to the Kansas Jayhawks. They won the Final Four, or the men's Final Four rather, by defeating the North Carolina Tar Heels 72-69. And congratulations to head coach Bill Self, the other coaches, the players, the students, the teachers, the staff, the alumni, and all the fans of the University of Kansas. So this is a University of Kansas comic hero tee, and if you would like your own, you can find them on my website, IamTheComicHero.com, for $20. Alright, now on to the Comically Speaking segment. There are two things we're going to talk about, and they're both Avengers related. Now the first is that there is a one-shot coming this summer from Marvel called Avengers 1 Million BC. Now, no, the Avengers are not going back in time. Instead, we're going to visit the actual first Avengers team that was established back during the Stone Age. And this team was first seen in the earlier issues of the current volume of the Avengers. And some of the characters, we even see the first Phoenix, the first Star Brand, the first version of Thor, and then several others. And then we also see the origin of Thor and his connection to the Phoenix Force. Of course, a lot of times when we think of the Phoenix Force, we think of Jean Grey, but Jean has pretty much loosed herself of the Phoenix Force, and now Echo is now the host of the Phoenix Force. But really looking forward to that. I can't wait till it comes out this summer. So Avengers 1 Million BC coming from Marvel this summer. Alright, now the second thing, and this was just revealed over at Fan Expo Philadelphia. There is going to be a limited Avengers series called All Out Avengers. And it's going to be written by Derek Landy, who's currently writing the Captain America and Iron Man miniseries, and it's going to have art by Greg Land and Jay Liston. Well, I'm going to read that mainly because of Greg Land and Jay Liston, especially Greg Land. I mean, I have loved his artwork ever since I was in high school. That man can do no wrong, whether it's Superman, whether it's Captain America, whether it's the X-Men. This man is, one of the best comics artists in the biz. And some of the characters that are going to be in this book are Captain America, She-Hulk, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. Wow. that's almost similar to that's kind of close to the New Avengers lineup. The only difference was it had Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Ronin, and the Sentry. Now the way that it's going to be in pretty much in the same vein of the current, well, the most recently departed non-stop Spider-Man series and the current Savage Spider-Man series, where they visit a different part of the Marvel Universe. Of course, another Spider-Man series that did the same thing was Symbiote Spider-Man, which was written by Peter David. And I really can't wait to read this. And like I said, it's mainly because of Greg Land. Now, I have read Derek Landy's work, and especially in Captain America Iron Man #1, which is the miniseries I was just talking about. But Land and Liston, I mean, those are the best. That's the best penciler inker tandem that I've ever seen. I mean, no one does it like them. So I can't wait to read. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now let's get to the comics I bought this week. All right, first up, The Amazing Spider-Man #93, final issue of this volume. Can't wait to read this. Aquaman #2. Captain Marvel #37. Captain Marvel Annual #1. Dark Ages #6. Really loving this book. Hulk #5. Really excited about this one. Immortal X-Men #1. And let me show y'all something. Double cover. Check it out. Miles Morales Spider-Man #36. Radiant Black #13. Radiant Red #2. Shadow War Alpha. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #127. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual 2022. And finally, War for Earth 3, #2. Alright, that's 14, which brings the total number of comics I bought since December of 1997 to 11,272. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and here's a question for a free tee for episode 397. Which farm animal is Deadpool afraid of? Now, here's the only hint. The definition of this farm animal is a fully grown female animal of a domesticated breed of ox kept to produce milk or beef. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on episode 397. And speaking of episode 397, here's the road ahead for the show. Now, on episode 397, I'm going to raise awareness of autism. Now, in my field of work, I have lent my services to folks with autism, and I've and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I've done my best to impact them and their families. And then on episode 398, I'm going to raise awareness of oral cancer. Oral cancer is a very common type of cancer that doesn't really get talked about a lot. And then on episode 399, and I finally decided on doing this a few days ago, but I'm going to raise awareness of child abuse. Child abuse is one of the most unreported crimes in the world, right behind domestic violence. And then right after that, the 400th episode of the show, and my goodness, I'm so excited about this. I've actually been thumbing through some ideas for the show, some ideas for a shirt. I mean, for some of the stuff that I already have planned so far, y'all, if y'all don't ever watch any episode of the show, you may want to watch this one. Now I always try to pride myself on doing every episode better than the one I previously did, but I don't know. I have a strong feeling that this episode, that the 400th episode, is going to take the cake. I just know it. And if y'all have any ideas or suggestions for the show, anything that you think will make the show better, please let me know. Now, please, whatever y'all do, don't ask me to do anything tasteless, because I'm not. That is the only way it's going to fall upon deaf ears with me. Now, I know I said that anyone's input never falls upon deaf ears with me, but if it's something that's stupid or just plain wrong, then I'm not going to do it. But if it's very positive, I will do it. All right, I'm Victor Nunley on a Comic Hero. I'll see you next time for episode 397. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and rock chalk Jayhawk. Spurs up.